Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce. Of course, tomorrow is Thanksgiving, a special day for players and their families, Grant.
It is. It's just great to have a day to enjoy time with loved ones and just relax. And obviously, B.A., I love Thanksgiving because I love to eat.
Oh, Banchero throws it down.
And this is why you must push Banchero out of the paint, or else he'll slam it all over you.
Here's Anthony. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Irving. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game.
Boy, he's got outstanding balance. Kyrie Irving is so good at converting through contact. For a little guy, he's one of the best I've seen.
New York shooting their first free throw tonight.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
And the big finish by Holmgren.
Yeah, the defense making it way too easy for Holmgren. Got to push him farther out than this.
Look, when you play as a team, good things tend to happen for you.
Well, Grant, at 6'10", 250, Banchero is a guard in a big man's body.
Yeah, B.A., he has a great handle, which allows him to get wherever he wants on the floor. And the vision to create for his teammates, too. But if you put a smaller guy on him, he plays bully ball.
And Yao Ming's a handful when he's this deep. I mean, virtually impossible to guard. You can't let him get this kind of positioning. Easier said than done, though.
Now here's Jordan. He's averaging more than 12 a game, a consistent threat on offense. And Ball throws it down.
Ball exploding off the floor for a big slam. The young fella's got some pretty good hops on him.
The drive by Irving. Here's Yao. And right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark.
Just their first miss of the night. They've been aggressive, and they've been proficient.
And he makes it.
And I love their energy so far. They're now 4 for 4 from the field.
Yao. Bryant outside. Pass to Yao. And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Both teams deciding to change it up. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. 5 on the clock. New York needs to get off a shot here. Well, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. Here's Cunningham. And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control. I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Well, I tell you what, you got to keep Yao Ming out of the paint. Guy is just too big and too strong and has too good a touch to let him catch it that close.
Now here's Bryant. Yao. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Plenty of pressure for a player like Cade Cunningham, asked to shoulder the load. He said, that's what I asked for, to be in the NBA, to be in these moments. I try not to shy away from them. He practices meditation, and he says it's really helped me. Anytime I need to just reset, I can do it. Back to you.
Able to dial it in. Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. Here's Cunningham. The Knicks making their last shot. Pass to Jordan. Stolen by Bryant. Down low. Here's McGrady. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
And I like seeing McGrady rise up for the dunk. Has amazing leaping ability and good reach, too. He makes it look easy.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. It's the Knicks. They're up by 1. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Knicks.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
And I've also liked how they've attacked the opposition off of turnovers. I mean, just making them pay for every mistake out there.
Wallace misses.
That's what you need your bigs to do. Step up and control the defensive glass.
And that one's good. Cunningham's got 7.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
The 3, Smith. Towns with a rebound.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Hardaway with it. No made baskets yet. 5 to shoot. And a lot of spot-up shooters now, adding a one-dribble pull-up 3 to the repertoire.
Yeah, when you have defenders selling out to contest that catch and shoot, you got to reload, relocate, and let it fly. It's a valuable counter for those long-distance specialists.
And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. He misses the free throw. And he sinks the second. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. There's a whistle. That goes on Carmelo Anthony. That's his first foul of the game.
I have to admit, I mean, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
No problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Hardaway hits them both.
I love it. In attack mode, drawing foul calls this quarter and getting to the free throw line.
My kind of hoops. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
There's a whistle. That goes on Carmelo Anthony. That's foul number 2 for him. Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. Here's Yao.
And you see how Towns affects the shot. I mean, has the length, tenacity, and timing of a top-shelf defender.
Year to year, Karl Anthony Towns remains an elite three-point threat in this league, Clark.
Yeah, he's one of the best shooters, period, in the league. And when you talk about just big guy shooters, he is the best. I mean, Jokic is maybe going to give him a run for the money, but I'd take Cat as the best three-point shooter of big men in the league. I mean, he's 7 feet tall, 250 pounds, and it's really hard to find anybody that can guard him outside and inside. And no help on that one. Towns, long strides, get all the way to the rack. Way to go, big fella.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside. Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Knicks trail by 4. Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. In transition. Here's Towns. Oh, botches the slam dunk finish. There's the drive. Pass to Yao. And it's out of bounds to the Knicks. New York will retain possession.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys.
Yeah, there's something wrong with him right now. Have to use that timeout and get him some medical attention.
New York making a switch here. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Bryant with it. Now Whiteside defending.
Oh, hey, how about big that? Big time right there. Big time.
Woo. Ooh, putting on a show for the fans. Going up for the graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant.
A jaw-dropper emoji is what I look like right now. Incredible.
6 to shoot. From deep, Jordan. Yao with a rebound. New York trailing. New York working the ball around now. Closing it up.
Oh, man.
Oh,
punch that was.
Bad intentions.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open.
And I like it. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, I don't mind a little extra.
Here's Jordan. And it's New York with a rebound.
Well, he's a really good shooter. Got a good look from medium range, and I think they'll go back to that.
Here's McGrady. Rips it home off a terrific move.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though.
Yeah, it does make me look back a little bit, but I could never throw it down like that. It sure does look good.
That one falls.
He's one of those guys who just knows how to generate offense.
That one's off. Still out of sync. And so it's New York with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're... taking great shots. More 2K action in just a moment. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. To the wing on the left. Back to Irving. Lets the three fly. Fires in the triple. Irving's got 5 points. Oh, that was something else, man. Wow.
Showing some power.
Pounds with the creativity and explosiveness.
Pass to Banchero. Here's Yao. Poke loose. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. It's stolen. Here's McGrady. He's got 10. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
The ball handling of T-Mac, really impressive. Watching him play, this guy is a thing of beauty. Puts a lot of time into his ball handling. You can tell.
Kicks it out to Holmgren. Shot clock at 6. Here's Jordan. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Michael Jordan using that strength of his to get into the defense to draw the foul on the way up.
And both free throws good for Jordan. And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Knicks leading by 7. Irving with it. Guarded now by Ball. Banchero from outside the arc. Gets the 3 to fall. Irving's got 8.
Never lacking confidence. Zero hesitation from Kyrie there.
And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Hardaway into the lane, and so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Got a question for you. How do you guard Penny Hardaway? He's long, he's athletic, he's smart, he's got great vision, excellent ball handling skills. Simply a matchup nightmare.
And no luck that time either. There are usually 1 or 2 mid-season coaching changes in the NBA every year. Can those energize the team, Grant?
You know, B.A., we've seen it give teams a boost in the past, but only on occasion. Usually it's a last-ditch effort in a doomed season or simply just turning the page.
Hardaway, no good.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Banchero, no good.
And, you know, that's their first miss after knocking down 4 in a row to start the half.
Here's Anthony. And rejected. Pass to Irving.
Spurs foul. Penny Hardaway. First personal foul. First team foul.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Irving with it. Towns covering. Here's Yao. And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. New York making a switch here.
New York substitution. Number 5, Paolo Banchero.
Pass to Yao. That's in. Coming off an assist from Banchero. Yao's got 20.
There are big men. And then there's Yao Ming. Wow. Wow. Wow.
From deep, Banchero. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
They grab their own miss. Stripped away. Bryant with it. He's picked up by Hardaway. Pass to Yao. No good there. Now shooting 10 for 15 on the game. Here's Jordan. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Here's Bryant. Oh, and Towns with the block.
Boy, it's a big bonus for this team when Towns is engaged and making an impact defensively.
And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Here's Hardaway. He's got 5. They double him with Bryant. Hardaway with it. Now guarded by Bryant. Tatum inside. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It goes on Kyrie Irving.
And Tatum does a little bit of everything, and he's especially skilled down low. Fantastic at drawing the defense into him and playing off the contact while he's going up for his shot.
You know, Grant, for all his competitive nature, Tatum has a pretty calm demeanor. You appreciate that?
Yes, indeed. As a team leader, a father, a role model, and a professional, you can't ask for much better than Jason Tatum. He is the real deal.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the middle. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. A big group substitution here for New York.
Big substitution. Ben Wallace.
Spurs trail by 14. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And it's Tatum missing.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Cunningham outside. Pass to Hardaway. San Antonio again missing. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. New York out in front, up by.
New York, 48.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. And here's Jordan. Pass to Towns. Oh, Towns disregarding the D.
Well, you got to respect and admire the focus of Towns. I mean, he just doesn't get rattled. He just stays with it, embraces the challenge, and keeps coming.
And here's Jordan. Stolen by Bryant. Here we go, one-on-one. Banchero in the post. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
When he attacks the rim like that, Paolo Banchero, there's no stopping.
Anthony outside. Takes the 3. Counted from distance.
Defensive mix-up for sure right there. Somehow he was left open.
To the paint. Pass to Turkoglu. 3-pointer. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Out of bounds. It'll be Knicks ball.
And that's just another mistake. I mean, they've got it on autopilot, and they look totally dejected.
And we'll have a timeout called by Mike Brown. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Mike Brown was just reviewing the plan with his team. He said, keep it going, guys. Ride this wave of momentum. We're playing great right now, but we can't let up. Guys, back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that. Pass to McGrady. Clock at 6. Here's Yao. And a big mental mistake as they called timeout when they had none remaining. And they'll pay for it with maybe the rarest of technical fouls.
What? What is he doing? He's got to know they're out of timeouts. Huge mental lapse. What an unnecessary technical.
Boy, you know he's going to hear about that one in the locker room. Not his finest moment. Here's Hardaway. Deflected.
Excellent job by McGrady using his length to deny that shot.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Knicks.
They've been so aggressive getting out on shooters all game long. Nothing's getting past this defense, and that, to me, has been impressive.
And you got to respect their energy level. A lot of steals, staying active, and making things happen.
Cash!
He's a big reason why they're on top. I imagine they'll keep feeding him. I would.
Outside Holmgren. Anthony fires. Yes, sir, with the three.
Good to see Anthony knocking down that three. When he does this, the offense becomes even more potent. Honestly, I have no idea what happened right there. That was wild.
Spurs trail by 11. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. It's deflected. Tries it from 9. Banchero. Rejected by Holmgren.
Wow, I mean, the 7'6" wingspan coming in handy. Holmgren loves swatting away shots just like this.
First personal foul. First team foul.
1:51 left in the game. And he nails it.
Doesn't matter if he's well guarded or not. Kyrie knocking it down from deep.
And it's Hardaway on the take. Oh, ho, ho! That's a man on a mission right there.
Got to have some guts and guile to take it to the bucket strong despite the big fella standing in the way.
Holmgren there for the rebound. Now Towns. Here's Anthony. Shoots a three. Buries it from outside.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Now Banchero. Oh, no good on the layup. And we've got 1:18 left in the final quarter. Cuts off the pass. Here's McGrady.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
Those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. So he comes up empty at the line. Oh, the drop pass, and he dunks it down.
Jordan is something to watch slamming home the ball, man. This guy is really strong and does it with force.
Here's McGrady. 6 on the shot clock. Irving outside. The 19-footer. The putback. How about the activity?
The effort, the position, the timing, all there.
And add instincts to that. He can sense where the rebound's going to go.
And that sixth sense, guys, might be better than just about anybody else.
And here's New York now. Here's Yao. Ooh, the three doesn't go. It's money from deep. And so it's the Knicks who come out on top here. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Here you go.
And they're attempting their second win in this series. They found favorable matchups the first time around. We'll see if they can do it again tonight.
Exactly, and confidence so big in this league, Greg. You know that. You want to keep that upper hand against teams whenever possible. You can see they've got that look in their eyes. I mean, it's time to get busy and go to work.
Back to Fox. The three-pointer off the mark. And this is year 2 for Coach Charles Lee at the helm of the Hornets, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., a long-time assistant. He knocked on plenty of doors before finally securing the lead role. And that determination to break through, something he's looking to impart to his young roster.
4 on the clock. And it's Brunson missing. And Irving has got the ball here for the Knicks. And it's Fox missing. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
A bit ago, Mike Brown and I were able to chat. Coach talked about avoiding bumping Brunson on drives. He told me sometimes Jalen moves into defenders, and you can almost pull the chair if you remove yourself. Let him slip his momentum in a direction without allowing him to revert to shooting. We think it can make a difference. Guys, back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that. Pass to Edwards. Here's Brunson outside. Charlotte again missing. Almost 2 minutes into the first here. Now here's Banchero. Uses the glass on the layup.
Took a little time, but they get one to go. Maybe they're warmed up now.
Now Brunson, averaging around 6 a game. Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball. Here's Irving. His stats right now, averaging 9 points a game. Pass to Yao. Outside for Irving. Three-pointer. Connects from downtown.
Kyrie Irving, what a touch from deep.
And timeout called by Charles Lee. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. New York making a switch here. Of course, tomorrow is Thanksgiving, a special day for players and their families, Grant.
It is. It's just great to have a day to enjoy time with loved ones and just relax. And obviously, B.A., I love Thanksgiving because I love to eat.
Pass to Brunson. From deep, Johnson. Charlotte, no good that time either.
Just 1 for 5. Not the start they were looking for. Obviously, there's still plenty of time to get on track.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. James, right side. Here's Brunson outside. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that three almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Brunson has really developed into such a leader on the floor. He was that way in college. Quiet but assertive, controls the pace and tempo of the game, creates space for his teammates. Oh, he's really a coach on the floor in many respects.
Here's McGrady. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. Pass to Yao. New York working the ball around now. There's a screen.
2 minutes.
Clock at 6. Irving with it. Well, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. There's 1:54 left in the first quarter. James outside. Oh, Fox with a steal. Here's Irving. The Hornets pull it in.
He converts those at a high rate. Not that time.
the #1 overall pick in 2020. Grant, you think Anthony Edwards has a shot to become the best American-born player in the NBA?
You know, I think his aspiration is higher than that, B.A. He's thinking MVP, face of the league. And if you ask me, he has the talent to do it.
Right side Johnson. Johnson on the wing. Back to Davis. Intercepted. It's stolen by Johnson. It's Edwards on the wing. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game. The shot by James, no good. "36 seconds left in the opening quarter." Back to Banchero. Out to the right wing. Here's McGrady. That's good. And it's Banchero with the assist. McGrady's got 5 points.
You know, with all of the defensive attention that Banchero demands, being able and willing to make that kick-out pass, big part of his game.
Pass to Yao. Here's Fox. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. New York out in front, up by 3. After this break. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And from what we've seen from New York, what's your take so far?
Simply put, they look totally fearless on the defensive end.
You know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
Outside Maxey, 5 to shoot. New York needs to get off a shot here. Now the Hornets moving it up. Brunson taking his time here. Davis a screen. Pass to Edwards. Launches it. They get it back. And Charles Lee wants a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And here's Davis. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. On the break. And Fox powers it home.
How about the vertical from Fox? Throwing it down with authority. Go get it, young fella.
James outside. And they're on the break.
Oh,
And a two-handed jam.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Step back and fire. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. McGrady's got 9 points.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
And De'Aaron Fox picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Brunson outside. Charlotte, no good that time either.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
The kick out to Banchero. The big man, Banchero, showing the range. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Knicks.
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
They're also managing to make lots of trouble for their opponent in transition. Right away, they're finding points on the break.
Charlotte, no good that time either.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Just 5 to shoot. New York working the ball around now. McGrady shot is off.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
LeBron sticks the triple.
Well, I tell you what, you better track Bron all over the floor, or he's going to make you pay.
All right, let's turn our attention to the sidelines for the latest on Anthony Edwards. Allie, what's his status?
Thanks, guys. I got a status report from Charlotte's head athletic trainer. The bad news is he has a sprained ankle, and they're hoping that the swelling will go down. It's an injury that may have sidelined some players, but they've cleared him to return. I'm sure he'll be playing through some pain, but he'll try to get through it.
Okay, Allie, thanks for the update. Good to get that information.
Yeah, you know, it's not easy to maintain an NBA body. It takes tremendous dedication and work, and that's why every team has an expert training staff. They're always available and always doing yeoman's work in helping these guys be ready to perform.
Grant, you are a Hall of Fame small forward, so you know a bit about the position. What's key in excelling at the three?
Well, B.A., you have to be able to space the floor. We almost never see a 3 or even 4 who can't make threes. And on the other end, lots of times you're matched up with quick guards.
Pass to Edwards. Outside Brunson. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Stopping Brunson clean is really a challenging endeavor. I mean, he's clever, he's agile, and he is physical and assertive, too.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And some changes here for New York. Both free throws good from Brunson. 1:10 left in the half. Left side Irving. Fox outside. And that time also a missed shot.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
Nails it from beyond the arc. James has got 6 in the quarter.
He's found his game in the second quarter, looking very assertive now.
Outside Brunson. Yao with a rebound.
Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing.
And Caro no good. Hornets trail by 4. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. James deciding where to go with it. He's off on the layup. Here's Irving. Fox outside. Back to Irving. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's the Knicks up by 4. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, guys. Anthony Edwards is truly a superstar on the rise. He said, quote, "People forget how young I am. I'm not even touching my prime yet. I'm just trying to get more efficient as every year goes by." Guys?
A star on the rise. Allie, thanks for the report. 2 on the clock. McGrady. That three's off the mark. Hornets trail by 4.
Knicks foul. Tracy McGrady. First personal foul. First team foul.
New York on D. James, right side. 6 on the shot clock. Charlotte needs to get one up in a hurry. That's in there. Davis with the assist. James has got 9 points.
LeBron ready to fire, shot it with confidence there.
Fox outside. From outside the arc. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. For the lead. It's rebounded by Banchero. And the Knicks with the possession here. They lead by 1. Pass to Yao. And here is Irving. And they doubled up Irving. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Well, I tell you what, you've got to keep Yao Ming out of the paint. Guy is just too big and too strong and has too good a touch to let him catch it that close.
James, that's good.
I mean, I guess they're willing to give him that shot. They may want to rethink that strategy, though.
Here's McGrady. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. James outside. 4-3. James can't get that one to fall. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Pass to Yao. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack.
No question about it. He's very comfortable in the air. Dunks like that, no problem for him.
Brunson misses.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Pass to Yao. The kick out to Banchero. Outside Irving. Here's McGrady. Now here's Banchero. Guarded by Edwards. And that's good. Paolo Banchero for three. Now it's a 5-point Knick lead.
You know, I know some would like to see Banchero increase his shooting range, especially since he doesn't have a solid shot from behind the arc.
Outside Brunson. Here's James on the wing. With the fadeaway. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. So both teams changing it up here. 1:33 left in the third. Bryant outside.
Larry Johnson. First personal foul. First team foul.
1:25 left to play in the third. Now here's Bryant. No made baskets yet. Turkoglu. Three-pointer, no good. James outside. James double teamed. From deep, Johnson. Here's Noah. Misses from short range. Knicks leading by 5. Now Bryant. .40 seconds left in the third quarter. Just 5 on the clock. Ingram with the ball. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. And Charlotte making a change here.
Number 8, Steve Smith.
And here's Brunson to stop the drought. Wallace pulls it in.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him. Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
It's good.
He knows he can get his shot anytime he wants, and he also knows he has the green light.
And then Bryant with the dunk.
And that's how you move the ball, putting the defense in a really tough spot.
The third quarter comes to a close. It's the Knicks. They lead by 5. And will return. Shortly.
The Hornets. 25.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Hornets trail by 5. Outside Edwards. The three is up. Wallace pulls it in.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal
Man,
foul.
good whistle there.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
At the line.
He's perfect from the line this time. Here's Brunson. Brunson driving. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
We see this often. Brunson getting an angle and then forcing the defense into a foul.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Knicks leading by 5. Now here's Maxey. Pass to Smith. Now Maxey. Shot clock at 6. Bryant left side. And stolen by Brunson. And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan.
This round of applause for your Knicks City.
Chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Charles Lee said to the team. He absolutely held nothing back. He said, quote, "We know who we are. Let's be that. The plan is to play their game and let the chips fall where they may." Guys?
Okay, thank you, Allie. There's the triple. Ooh, way out there, Jalen Brunson.
3 points.
Yeah, it doesn't look like the highest percentage shot, and it certainly wasn't, but Brunson steps into it with confidence and makes his share of those hard shots.
Charlotte trailing to take the lead. It's rebounded by Banchero.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Banchero the screen. He drives in.
The ball handling of T-Mac, really impressive. Watching him play, this guy is a thing of beauty. Puts a lot of time into his ball handling, you can tell.
Brunson with it. To the right side. Stolen by Bryant. Here's Irving. Here's McGrady. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
No foul.
The size and skill McGrady brings to his position, really special. He's somebody you love to see play the game.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Knicks.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
And I've also noticed how opportunistic they've been off turnover, doing a really good job taking advantage of the opponent's mistakes.
Irving with it. Guarded by Morant. Yes, it's good!
Irving's so good and crafty at being able to get things done with the high percentage shot inside.
Fast break. Here we go. Oh, it's stolen. This James on the wing. Outside Brunson. Here's Morant. Takes a three. Oh, it misses.
Really hard to stay competitive when you're taking low percentage shots.
Now Irving. Oh, that's a man on a mission right there.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle.
Substitution for your Knicks. Hedo Turkoglu.
James outside. Classic move by LeBron James.
How many times have we seen LeBron do this? Take over a game. Put up big scoring numbers. A bunch.
And it's Mike Brown calling timeout here. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Outside Banchero. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Hornets trail by 6. Oh, Fox with a steal. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Using the glass to lay it in.
And Yao Ming's a handful when he's this deep. I mean, virtually impossible to guard. You can't let him get this kind of position. Easier said than done, though.
Outside Brunson. Jacks up a 3. Not that time.
It pains me to say it, but he's hurting his team right now. Apparently, he still has the green light because he's jacking it up.
It's going to be on LeBron James. That's his first foul. Here's Irving. Here's Banchero. Irving outside. Now Fox.
They tried to thread it inside, but just too much congestion.
LeBron. The 3 is off. I think a bucket here, Grant, would end this game.
Absolutely. That would put a bow on this one.
First personal foul. 14 foul.
He gets the first, and that'll put him up by 9.
Tell you, it's so amazing to see how much raw talent Kyrie Irving has. Just seems like that ball is part of it.
He might not have made them all, but he made enough to put this one out of reach.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Oh, off target from downtown.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Yep, I agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
James with a steal.
John Morant. Assist from Joakim Noah.
Irving fires. So New York wins it. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
Yeah, get the coffee, because that's the way to close. You're going to face some obstacles in the game, but they overcame every one.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.